As you know, we've recently had all of the content revealed that's coming in Season 1 for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. However, before we got this announcement, there was so much leaks from the files of the game regarding upcoming content for the mode, but it seems like the majority of this content won't be coming in Season 1, and maybe there's going to be some surprises in Season 1 Reloaded, but it seems like the majority of this content is going to be saved for the future in Season 2 and beyond. And I've already covered the majority of this, bar a few things on my channel. However, I've already gone over in a big video talking about all of the official Season 1 information that I will have linked to down in this video's description, but of course, some people may be thinking, well, I want a bit more, or maybe there's some updates that you want to see but are not announced for Season 1 yet, and that's because they are in the works and they are coming further down the line. So in this video, I'm just going to collate all of the information that we know is coming to Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, excluding the official announcements for Season 1, and I want to give a big thank you to Magua Network, who has collated a very nice and concise summary over on Twitter of absolutely everything that is rumored to be coming to the game. Now, like always, these are things that have been found in the files of the game, so it's possible some of this may be misinterpreted, some of it could be cut content, etc. So take everything with a grain of salt as usual. But it does seem like we're going to be getting some new contracts. So the ones that have been found in the files is one called Relic Hunt, and apparently this involves destroying different relics that are related to the scientist Aether, of course, who has these dark ether powers. These include job letters, laptops, PhD theses, scientific journals, university IDs, pill bottles that she's been taken to suppress her dark ether powers, notebooks, gloves, etc. So she has some sort of past involvement with the dark ether. We might find out in Act 4 of Season 1 in the story mission about her backstory, but it seems like we're going to be covering up her backstory. She might be the one responsible in trying to cover that up so people don't know. The next one is cargo delivery boats. So of course we already have the regular cargo delivery, but it seems like one's coming for a boat as well. Regular cargo delivery is pretty easy. It's the one that people grind the most to try and earn schematics. So people would probably like this. There's not too much water on the map though, you just have a couple rivers. So I'm not really sure exactly how this would work or if it's even worth them adding this in, but I guess it would make the water at least feel a bit more dynamic on the map, since they're kind of just empty spaces on the map, since the zombies don't really go in there. Now we're actually going to be getting a bunch more side objectives, which are activities. These are things you can do around the map, and this is awesome. It's going to make the map feel more alive and interactive. So the first one is called Summon, which revolves around you collecting zombie souls into dark ether amplifiers, which helps pull a dark ether alpha, which I guess is similar to a HVT, maybe even stronger, you have to then kill. We then have helicopter drop, so it's going to be just like in Outbreak, where a helicopter, I guess from Terminus Outcomes, with high value cargo will fly around. You'll have to shoot it down, it'll drop the cargo, and you can get a bunch of high loot from that. I don't understand why this isn't in the mode already, but I think this is the way that they can incorporate Terminus Outcomes and humans into the map without them being annoying, and you're actually fighting them. This is fun, and I liked it in Outbreak, and it's going to be a good way to get loot as well. Now, the next objectives I'm going to go over, we're not really sure if these are side objectives or if these are new contracts coming, so they could be either or. So we have civilian rescue, so civilians will be in areas alongside soldiers and scientists, and you have to evacuate them. We saw this within Exo Zombies. It was really annoying in round-based, but I think it will work much better inside of DMZ Zombies. And again, this is a good way they can incorporate humans onto the map without them being annoying and you having to fight them. I'm totally down for humans in zombies, but I'm just not really a big fan of the mercs. I just want to be fighting zombies in a zombies mode after all. We then have refractors. Protect ether refractors from zombie damage. Zombies will spawn in from different directions specifically. Now, this really does sound like it's a contract. I do think quite a few of these are contracts and they're not side objectives. We have a wave survival, so essentially you just have to survive waves of zombies. So this sounds like round-based. You probably just teleport to a section of the map, maybe even a unique section, and you'll just have to survive a certain number of waves, maybe 5 or something. Apparently there might even be a special wave where you just get bosses, maybe on the 5th wave or the 3rd wave, depending on how many waves you actually have to survive. And this is a good way for them to incorporate round-based into the regular DMZ experience, even though it's kind of just a side thing. It's not really the main objective. Again, this sounds like a main contract as well, not a side thing. We then have hostages. Mercenaries are holding scientists hostage. At one point they will start killing them, requiring players to at least save one of them. Again, sounds like a contract to me, but this seems like it's again very similar to the civilian rescue, but you're physically going to have to be fighting the mercenaries this time around. And again, probably a contract. And similarly, it seems like we're going to be getting holdout. So it's just like in Outbreak, where you have to go in a small section of the map. Maybe you get teleported into there and you have to survive in this area for a certain amount of time. Now, this could be cut from the game because of course we already have the Outlast contract, which is of course very similar to this, where you have to go within a building and just defend zombies. However, you are able to come in and out of this building. It's basically the the same concept as Holdout though, but it's possible they may have Holdout as well as Outlast as two distinguishing things. We then have Defend Turret. Defend a turret from zombies while it powers up. Again, sounds like a contract. And finally, we have Helicopter Convoy. We're not really sure what this is, but maybe it's just like the cargo delivery, but this time you have to go on a convoy helicopter and escort it to a particular location. In addition, new perks are rumored to be coming to the game. Now, we don't know if these are for certain, but in the files of the game, Mule Kick has been found, which will just allow you to carry 3 primary weapons. Now, people have been thinking they would just add it as a feature within the backpack, where you can just carry an additional weapon in there with the large or medium backpack, like in DMZ, but that's currently not a feature, so it seems like Mule Kick will be coming for an additional weapon, which is very needed, especially because we have many different wonder weapons in the game, especially with the VR11 coming in Season 1. It makes sense to be able to hold so many weapons. Now, these other 2 perks are not confirmed, but they're rumored. One is Widow's Wine, which was of course in Black Ops 3 Zombies, and this was such an awesome perk. It was a spider-oriented perk where you got these spider grenades, which was so awesome, and you can just throw. The grenades weren't really useful. The main feature was that if you have grenades on you, if a zombie were to hit you, it would cause an effect and damage them and stun them, so it was a great way to get out of sticky situations and take extra defense. It basically kind of gave you extra health in a sense, and it could work similar in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, where if you take armor damage, for example, it might explode and protects you, or maybe even repair your armor or something like that. And I would love to see this back, and the reason why we think this is back is because there is an emblem for it within the collector's edition of Modern Warfare 3, suggesting it might be returning, but again, that's not confirmed. And it would also increase your melee damage. The next one is Double Tap. The reason why we think this might be back is because they did actually change one of the posters from one of the original Modern Warfare 2 maps to now say Double Tap, so it might be suggesting this is back. This was actually meant to be in Cold War Zombies. However, the audio was even found in the files, the jingle, even with the Dark Aether version, but it ended up getting swapped out with Death Perception, and instead they just buffed all of the guns in the game to compensate for Double Tap. I would love to see Double Tap in this game though. Of course, it is a really overpowered perk. That's kind of why they're not brought it back, because of course it doubles your damage and also doubles your fire rate, which is so good. Initially, of course, when they had it, it was just double fire rate, but Black Ops 2, they then introduced Double Tap 2.0, and that's how it has been ever since. So I would love to see Double Tap back though. I definitely think it's needed, although it will make zombies way easier in Modern Warfare 3, so I don't know how they would balance it. Next up, new schematics that are coming. So we actually already have a couple of these announced that are coming in Season 1, which are the Dogbone and Tier 3 armor. But all the ones that I found in the files, which will be coming at some point, is there will be one for the Scorcher. I assume there probably will be one for the VR11 as well at some point. I don't really know why the Scorcher released without one, to be honest. There will then also be a flawless Ethereum Crystal one, so you can spawn in with full Pack-a-Punch, and a legendary Aether tool, so you can spawn in with full weapon rarity. There'll be one for the Bloodburner, which is rumored to be Season 2, which is of course this motorbike you can get in Tier 2 or 3, which is a Dark Aether motorbike that can ride on water. It has a stun blast to stun the zombies. It also repairs itself, and it's just so awesome. If we're going to be able to spawn in with this, it'll just make traversing the map so much quicker, seamless, and easy if you can just spawn in from the get-go. So I can't wait for this to come as a schematic, but waiting apparently until Season 2 for that. And apparently there's also going to be a schematic for the Aether Blade, which is another weapon, which is just like the Hell's Retriever coming in Season 1. Something has been found in the files, another piece of equipment called the Aether Counter. We're not really sure what that is. Now, something else that's been found is an alternative ammo type and ammo mode called Shadow Vortex. This was found in the files of the game before the game even released. We don't know what this is though. We haven't had a new AAT pretty much in forever, so I would love to see a new one back. 2 other power-ups have been found in the files as well. Again, we don't know if these are cut or if they're going to be coming. One is Undead Sight. This sounds very similar to Zombie Blood that was introduced on Origins, and essentially it just works like Aether Shroud, where you're in kind of a zombie vision and the zombies can't see you, so you're immune for a short duration. But of course we already have that as a field upgrade, so I'm not sure if they would have it as a power-up as well, but I would love to see both, honestly. We then have Looting Spree. I'm guessing this would just make everything cheaper on the map. Maybe it increases the loot and the rarity of items within chests when this is active. Not exactly sure. Now, other things that are coming is apparently a wallet system as well as a bank system are going to be coming to the game, so you can bring your essence into future games, which will be so good to start off with money, and so that you're also able to hold all of the little items that you can trade for cash at the buy station in a separate wallet. So it seems like we're getting a wallet as well as a bank system, which is very much needed, just a big quality of life change. Now, new Warlord bosses are going to be coming as well. Now, one is already announced to come in Season 1, which is Docker B. However, 5 more have been found in the files, so I'm guessing there's going to be 1 per season. So we have the Chemist, which is probably the one from DMZ. I guess a prequel to DMZ since this is set before. We have Keres, Rainmaker, Maestro, Zero, and All for One. Now, an Exfil streak is also going to be coming. I can't wait for this. Honestly, this should have been in the game from the get-go. Streak 1 start with 500 essence. Streak 2 start with 5 armor plates. Streak 3 start with 1000 essence. Streak 4 30% off perk machine costs. Streak 5 start with 1500 essence. Streak 3 increased contract payout. Streak 7 start with 2500 essence. Streak 8 50% off mystery box cost. Streak 9 start with 5000 essence. Streak 10 20% off pack-a-punch cost. I can't wait for this to be added. I hope they also add some sort of exfil streak that allows you to keep your perks if you exfil in succession. Now, this is going to be so much fun if it functions well. There's lots of crashing issues in the game right now, and honestly, I've been crashing literally every single day. It's crazy. I don't know how the servers are somehow getting worse. They nerfed the exfil, which was supposed to make it better, and somehow it's gone worse, at least for me in my games. And honestly, with how much I'm crashing nowadays, I don't even know if I can go on a 10 exfil streak at this rate. Now, as you know, a Christmas event is coming for zombies as well. It's going to feature Zombie Santa. Apparently, there's going to be a zombie reindeer boss as well alongside challenges. There's going to be new radios coming in Season 1. Now, of course, Act 4 is coming in Season 1. It seems like there'll be a new act with a new cutscene every single season, so that's to look out for. And also, in the files of the game has been found the quest name for the main Easter egg. Now, as you know, there's no main Easter egg in the game currently. They've not announced it for Season 1. It's probably going to be Season 2 or later, or maybe Season 1 Reloaded, but I don't think so. Season 1 in the last 2 months, so it's very short, but it's called Afraid of the Dark, so it's probably got something to do with the Dark Aether, probably got something to do with Aether. I can't wait for that Easter egg to drop. For some miscellaneous items as well, a self-revive kit bundle has been found, so paid for advantage bundles are starting to come into the game. I know some people are going to say, oh, these aren't a big deal, but this is just the start. They're going to get worse. It's only a matter of time until you can buy a bundle to spawn in with a ray gun schematic or to spawn in with a juggernaut schematic, etc. We really shouldn't be excusing Activision's shady business practices and them further money scraping, because at the end of the day, we've all paid full price for this game, $70. We shouldn't need to pay even more money to bypass in-game content and grind. Apparently, weapon cases are going to be coming to the game, dropped by Warlords, so therefore cosmetics, but apparently this is a mistake and this is something coming to Warzone. But I think it's coming to Warzone and Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, because this was a feature in DMZ anyways. Now, the Boys event, which is going to be coming as well, will also have zombie challenges, as well as the Christmas event that's coming, but that's pretty much everything up and coming for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. There is a lot, honestly, so much to look forward to, and this is just the start. This is just what we know right now, and as we were saying, I'm sure many more is to come in the future. I'll be sure to keep you updated if anything new is found in the files as always. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not for latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.